which means it can be risky because you have people behind it pushing, their own ideas, agendas. Like today, Marco Sella, the CEO today, his strategy is to buy as many bitcoins as he can and hold it. Can he hold that promise for the next 20 years? I don't know. But I believe that a company that's trading on NASDAQ or on the stock market can multiply. Let's say, because most of the time, if Bitcoin, it's not all the time, most of the time, if Bitcoin goes up 1%, MicroStrategy tends to go up like 5%. So I'm trying to capitalize on that. I'm not here to be one of those people who's, oh, I'm in this for tech. No, I'm in this for profit. And you might disagree with me, but I think I have a shot with MSTR better than Bitcoin. Bitcoin is already big enough. Yes, crypto stay young in general, but Bitcoin it's very expensive. So by buying MicroStrategy, I don't know I keep calling it MicroStrategy. By buying strategy, that gives me, how would I say this? It gives me the opportunity that I wouldn't get if I was buying Bitcoin today by itself. So I'm not holding Bitcoin. I'm holding a company that's holding Bitcoin. And the strategy has a business outside of, it has its own businesses or income outside of holding Bitcoin. So the thing is, I'm doing it because I feel like MicroStrategy has a future. Let's say, for instance, if Bitcoin hit 1 million, let me be conservative. Strategy can hit 50 plus thousand per share. Of course, that's if they don't dilute the shares. We all know that. Sometimes they can dilute the shares. But the thing is, I'm doing it for money. So you might ask, why am I doing this for 20 years? Because 20 years is a very specific number. Okay? So let's be honest. 20 years, it's a very specific number. Why 20 years? 20 years is long enough for crypto and for Bitcoin to reach, their full potential. Yes, I know everybody say Bitcoin is going to 1 million, Bitcoin is going to this number. I'm not about that, to be honest. I'm not one of those people who's just here to say numbers. But I'm very hopeful for Bitcoin and its future. I'm very hopeful for MicroStrategy if Bitcoin reaches its full potential. So that's one of the reasons why I'm doing it for 20 years. 20 years, because I think about it. We've seen companies go, okay, let me give you a quick example. Let's say NVIDIA. NVIDIA, everybody, you should know NVIDIA is the most valuable company in the world. But the thing is, for NVIDIA, in 2016, it was under $1. Think about it. It was under $1. It was really a cheap change. But today, let me see what it is today. Let me see right here. NVIDIA. Yeah, today is a 183. So, and its market cap is 4.58 trillion. Imagine people who bought it. And I've seen some people videos that say they bought it under when in 2016 was when it was under 1 cent, but they didn't know it was going to be this big. So in case for the MicroStrategy, it's not a small cap. It's not. But again, it's still young enough that it can hit $1 trillion market cap plus. I'm very sure it has a high chance of doing that. So for 20 years, people must say, but why buy only MicroStrategy for 20 years? Why not other companies? I picked it simply because it's volatile. It's volatile. I believe in Bitcoin. I believe in Marco Sella. Yes, he's a human being. He can change, but I believe in his vision. So I really think I have a shot with MicroStrategy. And another thing that I've come to realize since I started investing for the past 39 weeks, $50 a day, every single day, it really made me, because today you can check the videos. I have them on this YouTube channel. I do, like I said, I do one show every day. Today, as of today, today's Monday night, so for the overnight, I'm down like 40%. That's really down bad. Because when I started, MicroStrategy was in the high 300s. It was because it went to like 532, I believe. It came down to 332. I was like, okay, this is a good price. But it went up again. It went up to, it went up again to like 457, I believe. I was in a profit, but it came down again. Today I'm like negative 40. But even though I'm negative 40, I already hit definitely tomorrow I'm going to hit 50 shares, because right now I think I have what is it? Right now I have 49.46 shares. So yeah, like I said, you can check them. I drop a daily show update every day, so you can always check to see where I am. This is a journey. I'm documenting publicly. The reason is I know I couldn't do it. So declaring this publicly, it pushes me to do it. To be honest, I didn't know I could do this for 39 weeks. That's a long time. That's almost 9 months, I believe. Somebody correct me. So the point is, 20 years, it's long enough for either to prove me wrong or to prove me right. I'm not waiting for some company. Yes, I have a 9-to-5 job, just like all of you, but I'm not going to wait for my company or for the government paycheck. Like for my retirement. So I need to start. I need to start taking everything into my own hands, starting by investing. Yes, I know a lot of people, when they hear the word investing, they automatically assume that investing means day trading. No, it's not what it means. Yes, day trading, it's one style of investing, but some people are really good at day trading, but the percentage of people who are successful day traders, it's very low. So that's why there is a day traders, there's swing traders. Swing traders, those people who just buy today, they can sell tomorrow, they can sell next week, they can sell next year. And then there's people like me who say, I'm holding for 20 years. Or people like Warren Buffett who says, I'm holding for life. Those are long-term investors. Those are what usually people consider investors. People who can hold the stock for more than 10 years. Those are really the people I consider investors. But the funny thing is, most people can't hold the stock for more than 3 months. They can't. And it's really hard. Because like today, the portfolio is a 40% down. At some point, it was a 50%. So not that many people that can say, I'll keep buying, even though it feels like I'm pouring water into a leaking bucket or something like that. So it's tough. At some point, was my MSTR portfolio was a negative 50%. So today it's a 40%. It's better than 50. But again, there's one thing people need to know. The deeper your stock is, or the lower your stock is, if you really believe in that company and you believe in the future and the leadership, and you have a hope that that company is going somewhere, when it's done, that's actually when you buy. Because today my shares are climbing every single day. When I started, it used to take me at least 2 weeks to make 2 weeks to create one share, or 2 weeks to accumulate one share. But now it takes me, Larry, almost 3 days. So in a week, I usually get like almost 2 shares. Why? Because MicroStrategy, has slashed almost in half since I started buying. So the cheaper it is, the more you should buy, because that's when you get more shares. Because another thing that people don't see is when you have shares, it's when you have more shares. For instance, let's say you own 10 shares in a company. Every time it moves up $1, that's $10 in profit. If it moves up $100, let's say it goes parabolic and it moves up like $100, that's $100 per share. So times 10, that's 1,000 per $1 move, if my math is correct. So all I'm trying to say is, if you believe in a company, you should strive to have more shares than thinking about how big my portfolio is. How can I make my portfolio bigger? The only way you can make your portfolio bigger is if you can accumulate as many shares as you can. If you own 1,000 shares, every $1 move, it's 1,000 shares. If you own 100 shares, every $1 move is $100. $10 move, if you own a $10 move, you get the idea. It's however many shares you have times 10. So you should always strive to have more shares than caring about the dollar sign, because shares are the only reason your dollar will go up or down. So the only thing I can say is I'm doing this to document myself, and I would definitely encourage anyone to start investing, especially immigrants. In this country, we can get some administrations that will just can be like, yo, we don't want you no more for no reason. So, and in a job market, sometimes it would be really hard to get a good job, even if you are overqualified, simply because you have an accent, simply because your English is not good and you can't communicate your idea, or you can't sell yourself to the company. Because if you're an immigrant watching this, I just want to say, I know in our countries, a lot of us were educators, I mean, teachers, professors, lawyers, doctors. But when we came here, everything changes simply because of the language. So nothing have changed. You just need to use what you have. The stock market, it's literally one of the few easiest way to level the field. You might not become a director of a certain company or a CEO. I'm not saying you can't. I'm saying your chances are low simply because of your origin, your language, your accent. But in a stock market, you can invest as much as you can. You can do factory work, but you can build up your portfolio and have actual more money or more wealth than people who's the CEO of some company. I'm not gonna lie, it's possible. You just need to be intentional. So just remember, investing is really not that hard. And another thing, yes, I disagree with. If you're new to investing, I would say you should start with ETFs. ETFs, let's say for S&P 500. S&P 500, it's if investing in the S&P 500, that's like investing in the United States economy, because it's literally the 500 best companies in the United States. So let's say you pull, it's like a basket. It's like a basket where there's 500 companies. So when you put in money, let's say you put in $10, that $10 will be distributed among those companies. 500 of them. That's the easiest way. But I personally, I'm a risk taker. I love risk. And I know you can't get ahead without taking a risk. Because even the hedge funds, they don't invest, even the hedge funds and these Wall Street moguls, they don't invest in the ETFs. They invest in the companies inside the ETFs. Let's say they can invest in individual companies, Apple, Tesla, Nvidia, MicroStrategy, you name it. But since they want profit, they go for individual stocks instead of the whole ETF or the whole basket. So I personally, I'll say, if you know what you're doing, pick like 5 to 10 stocks, very, very good stocks. If you have like 10 years or 20 years before your retirement, and then just put your money in it. Don't worry about the price. Don't worry about the timing, because there's always something. Oh, the president said this. Let's say, for instance, Donald Trump, he said he wanted Greenland so bad. Tonight, the stock market is tanking. So this thing that I'm doing of buying every day, that takes away that anxiety, because I don't care. The deeper it goes, the more I buy, because I'm buying every day no matter what, whether the stock market is up or down, whether the market is all-time high